By virtue of the powers entrusted in me as Acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. You may be seated. Distinguished guests, grandparents, parents, spouses and partners, family members, it's my pleasure and gratitude to welcome you on behalf of the Chancellor and the Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa to this graduation ceremony. Dimatekwan. Now let's be in a graduation mode. Yes, Dumelang, Absheni, Tobela, Molwen, Sanbonan, Goeienacht. Good evening. I welcome you all to this grand occasion in which we celebrate the success of our students, your children, your grandchildren, your fathers, your mothers, your husbands, your wives, and significant others. Very few things will give us much pleasure as seeing our students graduate. It excites us. It reinvigorates us. It confirms to us that we are serving our purpose. It has been long. We are having graduates who missed to walk this red carpet due to COVID-19. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. I just want to thank you for your patience, your resilience, your passion to walk this red carpet. I want to thank our parents, sponsors, family support, the significant others for supporting our students. Today, they are fulfilling their dreams with your support. It is in order to brag about it from this day onwards. Tomorrow is the next chapter. It begins on new developments. I just want to thank you for supporting our students and giving them an even financially, emotionally, and psychologically. Graduation is about acknowledged competence that needs to be unleashed in a productive manner. Today is the testament that you have complied with the requirements of the qualification you registered for. Allow me to thank UNISA for supporting you during your studies. UNISA continues to be proud in its endeavors to shape futures in the service of humanity. Its endeavors of building communities and in contributing to the betterment of the lives of all in our country, we continue to provide space for students who would have otherwise be without a higher education. And we produce high-level and top-class leaders. We intend to continue with this good work. I'm not alone in this journey. I am accompanied by a team. We are having our council member, Mr. Bim Pahlele, and we are having two colleagues from the registrar's office, is Dr. B.K. Lekubu and Dr. Sipuka. We are having college representatives. From the College of Graduate Studies, we have Prof. Mbata. From the College of Human Sciences is Prof. Jali and Prof. Lepacha. From the College of Science, Engineering and Technology, we have Prof. Msomi. From the College of Accounting Sciences, we've got Dr. K. Masia. From the College of CAMS, College of Economic and Management Sciences, we have Prof. Nenzelele. And from the College of Education is Prof. Tlale, Prof. Pala, Dr. Mutitswe. And from the Graduate School of Business Leadership, we have Prof. Matli. And today we are having a number of PhD graduates. I'm sure our colleagues at the back will take lessons. Yes. We want just to congratulate them. They entered the door as Miss and Mr. They will leave the door as Doctor. Yes. And may I thank the supervisors, Prof. Adlem, Prof. Chaka, Dr. Swanepoel, Prof. Jansen, Prof. Rodriguez, Dr. Ndida, Dr. Netanga Heni, Prof. Tagata, Prof. Adesina, Dr. Netanga Heni, Prof. Ndo, Dr. Tulo, Prof. Mzananka, Dr. Verke, Prof. Smith, and also would love to thank our administrative staff from the Graduation Division, Department of Institutional Advancement, Department of Human Resources, Department of Facility Management, and Multimedia Center staff. And to thank our organist, Mr. Manus Grayling. Just a reminder to our graduates, please check the pointers. Your feet need to be here so that we capture your beautiful picture. Sometimes you come here and look at the dean that is reading your name. Your shoes need to be there, and we point there, and then you walk this red carpet. We are allowed to do anything. Yes, you can dance, you can ululate, you can be a model, as long as you allow the next student so that the parents hear his or her name. So graduates and diplomandi, we allow you, the stage is yours. You are all welcome. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Prof. Tabane from the College of Education is going to render the Chancellor's address this evening. Over to you, Prof.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Professor ZZ Nkos, on behalf of the Registrar, Acting Deputy Registrar, Dr. B.K. Lukubu, Executive Deans, School Directors, Academics, Managers, members of the UNISA Mogonek campus working tirelessly behind the scenes, distinguished guests, graduates, friends of the University of South Africa, Bahwera, ba University ya Afrika Borwa, University ya Mabu, University of the Land, Motseng Moshate, Watshwane, Tshwane ya Mamelodi. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. With such an energy from me. Good evening. Realocha. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, ke kale tab le le tletse go pelo ka metela ibile le tshologa ka katego. Kudu kudu. Bomma bakae. These words are on the lips of the graduantes le honole. Today, sebaka ke sa lena. We are here to celebrate the great fruits of perseverance, commitment, self-discipline, excellence, and hard work. The graduates, you should sincerely recognize and give thanks to the parents, the guardians, families, and benefactors, all of whom generously contributed to you receiving your accolades today. To them, we say, Moshati. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I would really like to speak on perseverance. At the beginning of everything, graduantes, you once had a dream for this day, as Madam Acting Vice Chancellor has indicated. You said to yourselves, one day I will get on that stage and get that degree. Graduandi, that day is today. You've worked hard, you pushed, you have sweat, and those days indeed culminated to today. So one day is today. Today it is that day. Today is today. Vandaag is vandaag. Graduand, think about the commitment you put into this one day. Therefore, you must guard your achievements with pride. So, just like all of us on this stage, reflect on your one-day dream. Because your one day is tomorrow your diploma, your degree, your honors, your masters, and your doctorate. Because indeed, one day is one day. One night, 4 university students stayed out late, partying and having good time. They paid no mind to the test that was scheduled for the next day. And they did not study. In the morning, they hashed up a plan to get out of and talk their teachers from taking the test. They covered themselves with grease and dirt and went to the dean's office, Professor ZZ Ngozi. Once there, they said they had been to a funeral the previous night. And on the way back, they got a flat tire and had to push their car back to campus. The dean listened to their tale and woes and thoughts. He offered them a retest 3 days later. They thanked the dean and accepted the offer. When the test day arrived, they went to the dean. The dean put them in different rooms for the test. They were fine with that since they have studied now. Then they saw the test. It had 2 questions. Question number 1, your name, 1 point. Question number 2, which tire best? 99 points. Option A, the front left. Option B, front right. Option C, back left. Option D, back right. The lesson: always be responsible and make wise decisions. Your one day is today. And today, you are going to receive your degree. You will be expected, and there will be expectations on how to behave and not to behave. You have worked hard for this one day. Life is full of tribulations. Life has its own problems, batlo hurt. The important part is how you react to them. Will they make you weak, hard-headed, or will they cause you to change in something worthwhile? When adversity knocks on your door, how do you respond? Graduantes, it is true that sometimes the smallest step in the right direction ends up being the biggest step of your life. The reverse is true as well. So, tiptoe if you must, but do take that step. UNISA has contributed to your net value. Graduantes, ask yourself, how would you like to be remembered? Remember, you were not voted to get that degree. So, do not sell your one-day dream for few rands through tenderpreneuring or any other schemes for that matter. No shortcuts. Never be so thirsty that you drink from any cup given to you. Be selective, be smart, be wise. Always protect your dignity. Always protect your integrity. Take time to show gratitude. It does go a long way. Believe me, I know. Kindly learn to be kind to yourself. Take care of your mental health. Your mental health takes precedence, as no one will understand it better than yourself. So learn to fill your cup with self-compassion, because you are the best of yourself, and your best is good enough. It's okay to take a break. Embrace yourself for who you are. It's okay to grow at your own pace. Remember to speak gently to yourself. And for whatever it is, forgive yourself. Having noted that, always remember, you are because there were others before you. Do not be selfish. Serve your community. Remember where you come from, and always be prepared to support someone who is not your family member. Someone you are not expecting anything in return, and they do not know that. A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. One day is today. Danko.
May we give Prof. Tabane a round of applause? Yes, thank you, Prof. Tabane, for reminding us of the ethical principles. I hope our students, our graduates, took note of that. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start presenting the candidates, may I kindly request you not to leave the hall before the end of the ceremony. Student number 1 needs to get that applause like student number 100. We highly request you not to leave the hall. By virtues of the powers entrusted to me, I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Shingirai Zimunya for the degree of the Doctor of Social Work. It is now my privilege to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In his thesis entitled Divorce Guidance, a practice framework for social workers rendering services to divorcees from same-sex marriages, he uses an interpretivist paradigm and a qualitative single case study across all 9 provinces to investigate the psychosocial challenges faced during and after same-sex divorces. The study makes a significant contribution to South African social work scholarship by addressing a clear gap in the experiences of same-sex divorcees and the role of social workers in supporting them. Through rigorous data collection and thematic analysis, the candidate develops a practical, contextual, grounded framework that offers insight into and advances ethical, empowering, and inclusive social work practice. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request to you to confer on Shingirai Zimunya the degree of Doctor of Social Work.
No, come here. I confer the degree of Doctor of Social Work on Shingirai Zimunya. Congratulations. Thank you.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Christiana Waltu Diku for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Dr. N.J. Swanepoel, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled Community Archaeology, Indigenous Knowledge and Cultural Heritage Resources in Lara Municipality, Upper West Region, Ghana, she develops and implements a community-oriented approach to heritage resource management. Using archaeological survey techniques, interviews, focus group discussions, and a community-led approach, she compiles a comprehensive record of sites of heritage and archaeological significance in a region that is underdocumented historically. Using qualitative data from shared narratives, memories, indigenous knowledge, and interpretations from a diverse range of voices, she provides insight into the heritage significance of the sites and the factors determining the likelihood of their preservation.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Christiana Walti Diku the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Christiana Walti Diku. Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Austin Phiri for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidate supervisor was Professor A.D.S. Rodriguez. It is now my privilege to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In his thesis entitled Framework for the Preservation of Medical Records in Selected Public Health Care Facilities in Malawi, he investigates the preservation of medical records and proposes a framework to strengthen record keeping in Malawi's public health sector. Using a mixed methods approach, he identifies critical gaps, including inadequate policies, lack of metadata, weak ICT infrastructure, and limited staff skills. The study offers practical recommendations for improving standards, technologies, and capacity building. This work makes a significant contribution to medical records management and supports evidence-based healthcare delivery in Malawi. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I then have the honor to request you to confer on Austin Phiri the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Austin Phiri. Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Teregen Sakato Sama for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Dr. C. Ndinda, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
The thesis entitled The Role of Women and Development Groups in Empowering Rural Women in the Wolaita Zone of Southern Ethiopia presents a critical examination of the impact of women development groups on the lives of rural women in a region characterized by deep-seated gender inequalities. Positioned within the current body of knowledge with the appropriate critical paradigm as the anchoring theoretical framework, the study allows for an interrogation of power dynamics, social change, and inequalities inherent in the empowerment process. The methodological strength of the thesis, using a mixed methods approach, the methodological strength lies in using a mixed methods approach. The innovative application of Women Empowerment Index for quantitative analysis alongside thematic and gender analysis provides a sophisticated framework for assessing the impact of WDGs. The breakdown of the way scores across domains such as leadership, income, agency, and resources offers a nuanced insights into the areas of progress and those that still require attention. The inclusion of women's achievement ratio and gender parity ratio further enrich the quantitative assessment. The findings indicate that WDGs are both service conduits and transformative actors within Ethiopia's rural development agenda. The practical, conceptual, and methodological recommendations, including the adoption of a harmonized theory of change and gender transformative approach, provide a clear roadmap for future interventions and policy. This thesis is a valuable resource for academics, policymakers, and practitioners working towards gender equality and women's empowerment in similar contexts. The study is timely, relevant, and original.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Taragen Sakato Sama the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Taragen Sakato Sama. Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Rakosebo Poshia Sekopa for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request the supervisor, Dr. T.R. Netangaheni, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In a thesis entitled Guidelines to Improve Central Chronic Medicine Dispensing and Distribution, CSMD program in Sekhukhune District in Limpopo Province, she have used a qualitative research approach with a multi-method design, combining exploratory descriptive data from key informants with integrated literature review data to develop the CSMD programs. The Delphi technique was used to validate the guidelines. The study highlighted the utilization of the CSMD programs in Sekhukhune District primary healthcare facilities. Is both beneficial and challenging for nurses and patients. Therefore, measures such as provided nurses with proper training on the CCMD program standards, operating procedures, and conducting awareness campaign have the potential to improve the program's success in the district.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Rakosebo Poshia Sekopa the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Rakosebo Poshia Sekopa. Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Refilwe Bianca Siobi for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request the supervisor, Professor Z. Takata, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled Exploring the Dream Beliefs and Practices of Botswana of South Africa, she employed an interpretive phenomenological analysis to explore how speakers of Setswana language make meaning of dreams and how such a meaning makes a theoretical contribution in the study of psychology. The findings of the study points to a distinction in the meaning different people attach to dreams, and this can be attributed to their differing worldviews and cultural contexts. Specifically, the indigenous worldview tends to emphasize a more spiritual and holistic approach to dreams. This nuanced understanding of phenomenon counters the universal approach of Western science, which perceives Western knowledge as universally applicable across all cultural contexts.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Refilwe Bianca Siobi the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Refilwe Bianca Siobi.
Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Kimberly N. Osha for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Professor J.O.T. Adesina, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In a thesis entitled The Political Economy of National Health Insurance Reform in South Africa, a comparative study with the United Kingdom and Brazil, she examines the political economy of health reform using a modified version of power resource theory. She investigates how structural, institutional, and ideological factors shape the possibilities of universal health coverage. The findings reveal how the proposed NHI is constrained by deep structural inequalities, weak public sector capacity, and the entrenched private sector dominance that allow private interests to capture policy narratives and delay implementation. The examiners praised the thesis for its substantial contribution to knowledge.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Kimberly N. Asher the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Kimberly N. Asher.
Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Tobile Immaculate Makeba Zulu for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request the supervisor, Dr. T.R. Netangaheni, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis, Strategy to Shape the Peer Education Program in an Urban-Based University in KwaZulu-Natal, she presents a comprehensive three-phase explorative design combined with qualitative insights from the peer educators with an integrative literature review and expert validation. The study identifies the challenges such as diverse lived experience of peer educators, the need for skills development, and barriers to effective programs delivered using the Delphi method. A panel of experts validated the strategies developed, ensuring their feasibility and alignment with the unique needs of the higher education institution. These strategies provide practical, evidence-based solutions to strengthen peer education programs, enhancing their sustainability, inclusivity, and institutional integration, and ensuring that they remain impactful and contextual relevant.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Tobile Immaculate Makeba Ogandaba Zulu the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Tobile Immaculate Zulu. Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Mashudu Ben Tabana for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Prof. N. Ndo, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled The Feasibility of Online Teaching and Learning at Primary Schools in the Malamulele Seket, Limpopo Province, he assessed the feasibility of online teaching and learning in rural primary schools. The study is guided by contradivism and ecosystem theories. A paradigmatic research paradigm is employed, along with a mixed method research approach. Qualitative and quantitative data is generated using interviews and questionnaires, respectively. The study findings reveal that rural primary schools in Malamulele Seket are not ready for online teaching and learning due to inadequate information and communication technology equipment, inadequate internet connection, inadequate teacher training, negative attitudes of teachers towards the adoption of ICT, and insufficient security for equipment at schools. He recommends training model for education stakeholders for the adoption of ICT for teaching and learning.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Mashudu Ben Dabana the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Mashudu Ben Daban. Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Moses Bafo Kwao for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Dr. L.L. Tolo, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis titled Comparative Study of Quality Assurance Among Public and Private Higher Education Institutions in Ghana, Mr. Bafio Moses Kwao investigates the internal quality assurance practices among public and private higher education institutions in Ghana. This is prompted by the graduates being deemed unfit for their roles and ineffective in carrying out their duties, and the critical role of quality assurance in the global higher education market, among other things. His findings indicate that improvements in internal and quality assurance practices contribute directly to enhancing assessment practices, research and publication, and institutional management. Subsequently, he investigates and he develops the quality impact framework to enhance teaching and learning in institutional quality assurance practices within higher education institutions. Thank you so much.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Moses Pafo Kwao the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Moses Pafo Kwao. Congratulations.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Mantwane Grace Madisha for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her co-supervisor, Dr. G. Ledwaba, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. Our candidate is deaf.
In her thesis entitled Teachers' Implementation and Use of South African Sign Language in the Teaching of English First Additional Language to Deaf Learners, she explores how teachers develop English First Additional Language literacy through South African Sign Language for learners who begin schools without prior South African Sign Language exposure. Using a qualitative design, she found that teachers' limited South African Sign Language competence, learners' late South African Sign Language acquisition, and scarce resources made English First Additional Language learning extremely challenging. The use of theory of mind and the SIP evaluation model, she offered insight into how deaf learners learn and how teaching practices can be improved. Professor Patudi was the main supervisor.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Mantwane Grace Madisha the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Mantwane Grace Madisha.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Evolina Makubele for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Prof. N.N. Mazanaga, to read the citation in support of the degree. In the absence of the supervisor, I'll read the citation. In her thesis entitled "The Role of Instructional Leaders in Supporting Grade 4 English First Additional Language Teachers in Groote Letaba and Nsami circuits of Mompani East District in Limpopo Province," she explores how principals, deputy principals, and departmental heads enact instructional leadership during the grade 4 transition. She finds that while leaders acknowledge their roles in curriculum guidance, monitoring, and professional development, their support is limited by systemic instructional gaps and limited collaboration. She develops a model that strengthens curriculum management, structured collaboration, professional development, and shared accountability, providing a practical framework for improving English FAL teacher support in under-resourced contexts. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Evelina Makubele the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Evelina Makubele. Congratulations.
We have Johanna Greni Setswe.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Joanna Gray. It's in correct one. Oh, Johanna Greni Setswe. Yes.
69. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following students, the following candidates, receive the degree of Master of Education. Susan Winford Emmanuel.
Congratulations.
Gaugelo Lesese. Funzani Elizabeth Nemutanzela. Tulisile Laurentia Ngumalo. Mosibudi Esther Mukwele. Sorry. Esther Mokwele received the degree with distinction. Lebohang Singo.
Madam Vice Chancellor, Disego Theodore Tolo is here. After the misfortune befell Mr. Disego Theodore Tolo, he registered for master's degree using his left hand to type his dissertation and passed. By the way, 34 years ago, I joined him at the altar and said, in sickness and joy, I do.
Okay. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Arts. Wadzanai Buerinova. Ritsene Karabo Mokoboya. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Kavela Rosaline Ndlovu receives the degree of Master of Social Work. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Matsebe Mata Maluleka receives the degree of Master of Social Work. Information Science. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Mokhetwa Damaris Pitseng receives the degree of Master of Information Sciences.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Diamond Mobinde received the degree of Master of Science. The degree was obtained with distinction.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following graduates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours. Kavindir Raja, Shenaz Vali, Amanda Lee N. Sue, Charmaine Elise Gevers, Rachel Lee Pretorias, Mahomu Grace Ivy Mamabolo, John Weiner, Valencia Ashate Makoloi, Anastasia Mukwebo is a staff member. Thank you. Congratulations. Bansang Elizabeth Mashifane. Penetralia Lungi Ngonyama. Tabisile Msweni. Lungisa Lucia Mpumela. Patucheto Mudau. Lerato Florence Selemela. Maria Ntata Leso. Murunwa Makubele. Ke o rapetse Susan Mutime. Cute Twiselani Mondlane. Pilile Teddy Dlamini. Lina Mulebogeng Motlante. Sandra Tsegofatso Magane Matlala. Mutsidisi Charmaine Tekiso. Mildred Simenya. Ntabiseng Johanna Makola. Katleo Priti Matia. Dalja Makabia Humoto Sebola.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following graduates received the degree of Honours Bachelor of Education. LC Mahlangu. Sibonyiseni Eunice Mahlangu. Kemedi Tlhage. Andries Bakuseli Tita. Hulisani Phyllis Munenyiwa. Paulina Lishedi Dolamo. Mutamunyani Kenneth Mabota. Matonzi Hulisani Sitova. Zodwa Ndlovu. Koketo Lina Confidence Mudise. Sylvia Mandwa Chauke. Tinzwano Sophie Maluleke. Tulisile Maria Chesi. Prosperity Nogubonga Sithole. Luleka Jele. Zibuyile Priscilla Mtetwa. Maria Ntswaki Matabane. Tabile Alice Magubane. Priscilla Mampuru.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following graduates received the degree of Bachelor of Education. Nkosingiphile Jane Buthelezi. Malihu Violet Mafatle. Cynthia Nompulelo Ntombeni. Ndincheni Melin Mulelu. Andrea Lauren Fernandez. Regina Tandi Nkosi. Nonkululeko Patience Mlochwa. Kaibile Glen Rose Majosi. Makantoro Rebecca Petu. Mahlokotsi Rosina Mapaya. Maite Brenda Bopape. Baliseni Ellen Masangu. Makhosazana Precious Nkosi. Bianca Buotas. Samantha Jean van der Wefer received the degree with distinction. Lwazi Mapalala. Siesta Pumla Manenidze. Ntsipiseng Lina Kumalo. Tandeka Goodness Sabela. Go Angela Moyaha. Tabiseng Martina Lekodiba. Poshia Cheryl Chepape. Benis Iris Williams. Rwanda Natasha Kruger. Marina Paula Di Matos Nunes. Caroline Lishabani. John. Ursula Tessa van Beek. Kulube Elizabeth Mudisa. Larissa Blomea. Claudia Nobrega. Melinda Rue obtained the degree with distinction. Dineo Makabani.
Official graduate.
Brunel Glenis Hilia. Marika Swart. Liz Miller. Chelumbi Che Mafisa. Susan Spears. Devin Alessandra Fakwa. Rubina Hashia received the degree with distinction. Munyadziwa Evelyn Mpaha. Sacha Sophia Thompson. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor Rachel Matseko Luhuku received the Honours B.Ed.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following graduates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Nursing Science. Lungile Tandega Mazibugo. Katigeyan Chetty. Ruth Cecilia Rutram. Cecilia. Sekhufatso Matlodi Mekwe obtained a degree with distinction. Nontantla Nikeziwe Magudulela. Dikeledi Clara Mtungwa. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following graduates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Kholofelo Vivian Murodi. Nonjabulo Christina Khatebe. Hadiyo Ntsekiseng Ana Muhemende. Lebogang Vuyelwa Mukonyama. Sipogazi Matahi. Samantha Jane van der Berg. Tibello Juna Kaumana. Sandra Margaret Freeman received a degree with distinction. Celine Karen Hermand. Chennai Chifupa. Genevieve Schroeder. Tsegofatso Mabatu Moyo. Jessica Mayspider. Nafisa Ismail Mula. Megan Candice Cunningham. Mulukhadi Lienetsi Ellen Poku. Zolega Vivian Ntlabati. Sandra Nomkolisi Makadlela. Morungwa Lorraine Mbodi. Malehu Rina Sateche. Yolanda Munene Pakula. Nosipo Favorite Mabuza. Musima Funia Manaka. Pumzile Mashia Dludlu. Maria Mavis Raburife. Rizwana Bata. Notile Ngobese. Mulalo Ivy Chambeya. Tinyiko Andronika Malulega. Shalati Sharon Lubisi. Mpo Gift Mfumadi. Ubunolo Sherani Malwale. Guillaume Amin. Masichaba Tliane. Nomvuselelo Notolo Mavuso. Mentiro Rivoningo Mbungela. Letronolo Catherine Iva Lehabe. Kiamuketse Katliso Agnesia Bango. Lebogang Malemata. Trish Tatenda Munakandafa obtained a degree with distinction. Matlodi Sandra Matala. Yolanda Nogutula Ndlovu. Mulatelo Georgina Mapelela. Anele Faith Ngobo. Nondumiso Good Praise Ngidi. Tinzwalo Constance Baloyi. Katleo Patricia Kwala. Tinyiko Hilary Khoza. Elelwani Mbenzi. Khadi Claire Masenya. Mbali Nomalisa Kumete. Refilwe Beauty Mwekezi.
While we're waiting for them, we can sing. Halal, halal, halal. Anyone? La, la, city, halala, city, ao, halala. Sisi ao alala sisi halala sisi ao halala sisi Siti au halala Siti halala Siti au halala Siti halala sisi Yes, congratulations. This is the time now that you make noise. You can ululate, you can do whatever. May we give academics a round of applause for the good work done. The PhD students were so angry with their supervisors when your chapters came in with red. This is with red comments and everything. Today I'm so happy that you are smiling. And also I'm encouraging our master student, the honors, the degrees to take notes because it's doable. I know I'm between you and the parties at home, but let me take this opportunity to thank you all for the hard work, for the perseverance, for the patience, because most of you missed this opportunity, but as the University of the Land, we made sure that you walk this red carpet. May we give ourselves a round of applause. And to brag a little bit, the University of South Africa is the only university that did what you did today. Yes. I'm so happy for our doctoral graduates that I'm the first one to call them doctor. We've got Dr. Shingirai Zimunya. Let's give him a round of applause. Dr. Christiana Ulti Diego. Dr. Austin Piri. Yes. Dr. Sakato Sama. Yes. Dr. Poshia Sikopa. Dr. Refilwe Siobi. Dr. Kimberly N. Asha. Dr. Toby Lezulu Makeba. Dr. Mashudu Davana, Dr. Moses Kwao, Dr. Mantuana Grace Matisha, Dr. Evelina Makubele, and then we've got Dr. Setwe. Yes. This evening, ladies and gentlemen, I'm requesting you to be the advocates of the University of South Africa, which is the University of the Land. You are now the alumni of the university. We want you to join the ranks of our leaders. Nelson Mandela, our president, our chancellor, Gil Marcus, all the senior people who really studied here at UNISA and are doing great things. I want to thank you for having endured every kilometer of this big and long journey. For you, it was worse because you graduated in 2021, but you are getting your flowers today in 2025. That endurance has not been exhausted, and it should carry you to even higher achievement. Do not regard this as the end of the journey, but it must be merely the start of an even more exhilarating journey. Your journey of self-development and continuous improvement may end the day you stand head above shoulders to everyone else. And still you are working to go even higher. You are capable of it, you will achieve it, and you have just proven it. I just want to congratulate. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I would like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are to be found on page 16 of the program, and to remain standing while the anthem is sung. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.